Today we have a story named An Unusual Name for a Lady. Before we begin, let's start our think. Okay, and on the side by the title, let's write our gap, genre, author's purpose, and person. Okay, let's begin with our T. It is for title, and the title is An Unusual Name for a Lady, and I see that we have a subtitle here. We don't have any pictures today. Okay, but we have a lot of questions. So, an unusual name for a lady. I'm going to put check because I've already thought about what I think it might be about, especially since I saw this subtitle that kind of gave me some clues also. H is for highlight questions. Let's go do that very quickly together. Oh, I skipped one. One's down at the bottom. What word in paragraph 4 is a synonym for urged? Okay, you can just ignore those numbers. Synonym means same. And let's circle the word urged. Synonym, same. Cudgeled, talented, surprised, served. Urged. Okay, number 2. See if I can get in a little, well, not as much. There we go, a little crooked. There we go. Okay, number 2. What conclusion can you make about the kind of person Ima Hogg was? Ima. Miss Ima. Uh-oh. I gave too much away, didn't I? She was very selfish. She was generous. She was afraid to travel very far from home. I'm going to underline afraid to travel. She always wanted a sister. That doesn't tell me what kind of person she is, does it? There are only 2 that really describe a kind of person. In paragraph 2, the prefix re in the word re-elected means, and we know what the prefix re means, not, again, after, before. That one's going to be an easy one since we've been doing our daily warm-ups together. In paragraph 8, the prefix un in the word unmarried means, and we know what un means also. Okay, paragraph 5. In which of the following definitions is the best meaning for the way the word park is used in paragraph 6? So I'm going to write a 6. And we see we have park from the dictionary, and here's the pronunciation key, park. It's a noun. That's a part of speech. Now we have our definitions down here. An area of land set aside for public use. Number 2, a broad, fairly level valley between mountain ranges. A tract of land attached to a country house, especially when including extensive gardens, woods, pastures, or a game preserve. Land attached to a country house. Number 4, a stadium or an enclosed playing field like a baseball park. So I'm going to underline stadium, playing field. We won't know until we read paragraph 6. Number 6, what is the author's purpose in writing this article? Okay, in my class we say, me oh my, I like pie, persuade, inform, entertain. That goes with our author's purpose, doesn't it? Okay. that we're going to write at the end of the story. Number 7, based on the information in paragraph 1, what can you infer? That means we're going to be using clues. We always want to write clues here when they say the word infer. Based on the information in paragraph 1, what can you infer about how Imma's grandfather felt about her name? Excuse me. He thought it was a wonderful name. He thought they should name her something else. He wanted them to name her after his mother. He wanted to call her Ura. Paragraph or number 8, excuse me. You can tell this is a biography because it is not about a real person, It has animals who talk and other fantasy characteristics. It has a funny story, or it is a funny story. It has facts about a real person's life. You'll want to stop and talk about genre right there. Okay, number 9. What does the word contents in paragraph 5 mean? Contents. Write a large 5. The things inside. A hobby. A large house. A place to go camping. Contents. Number 10. What does the word public in paragraph 5 mean? People who are elected, family members, outside, or all the people. Number 11. Which sentence from the selection is an opinion? Later, Miss Imma gave her parents home to the state of Texas. Gave home. He was the first Texas governor to be born in the state. The evening was a great success. D. Miss Imma remained unmarried. Now remember, an opinion is based on a feeling. A fact is true and can be proven. Okay, this is going to go with number 12. Using the information in paragraph 5, what goes in the empty box? Imma collected furniture and paintings. She kept her collection at Bayou Bend. Then we need to see what happens after that. Looks like it could be my mind just went blank. Sequencing, but I'm not sure. Many people visit Bayou Bend today to see Miss Imma's collection. It may just be information about her collection from Bayou Bend. We'll have to wait and read the story, and when we find these different things, we'll want to underline those and see what comes in the middle, or if that's not another detail. Miss Imma collected paintings from London. I think that goes with A. Yes, it was a misprint. Miss Imma collected paintings from London. Miss Imma sold her collection to raise money for a symphony. Raise money? Symphony? C. Miss Imma donated Bayou Bend to be used as a museum. Miss Imma and her brothers built Bayou Bend. Oh, this is looking a lot like sequencing then. So we're going to need to see where these things happen to find out what happens between she kept her collections at Bayou Bend and then people visiting Bayou Bend. All right. Number 13. It is not. There's not a number on here. Let's add that number on. Based on what you read in the selection, what goes in the empty oval? Okay, let's start from the center and then read the outskirts, because this is usually a main idea and details. I'm a hog. Love music. Interested in education. I'm going to underline education and music. Generous. That means you're very giving. Like to ride horses. Never traveled far from home. Never traveled. Worked for a newspaper. Enjoy collecting nice things. Sounds like she had a collection, didn't she? But we won't know until we've read the story. Okay, let's go ahead and put a check mark by our H, since we have already highlighted our questions. Now, you're going to go through and investigate the passage, reading the story, and writing a main idea to the side of each paragraph, and underlining and circling all the answers that you find in the story. Remember, N is for narrow down. That means you need to get rid of the questions, answer choices that are not good, and know you're right by going back inside of the passage. Okay, genre, I can already tell that this is probably informational, but it could be a biography because we heard it mentioned earlier in one of our questions. I think it said it was a biography. Let's look for that. You can tell this is a biography. We see it in number 8, so we already know biography. Okay, I can also look and I see the word you, and I don't see any I's. So I know it's written in third person. Okay, and the author's purpose when they write a biography is always to give you information. Always. So we already have our gap based on some of the clues from the questions. Now, go ahead and read the story and answer the questions on your own.